I sneak down a long bleak hallway. I see shadows from all sides. I imagine them moving and watching me. I wipe the sweat from my forehead. No, I have to stay calm. I squeeze the flamethrower tighter against my body and quietly move on. I'm silent, but that doesn't give me sense of security. Something tells me that silence can be tasted and smelled, and both thoughts associate me with the murderous monster that I have managed to escape by a nick of my hair since I arrived at this infernal space station. I don't use a motion tracker detector thingy because I checked it a while ago and there was nothing nearby. I decide to use it after the elevator. In a half squat, I approach the elevator, get up, and press the call button. I'm waiting minute or two before it arrives, of course. I look in two directions, facing the wall. It's good for now, I'll hear if something comes. My gaze rises above. A square of blackness ominously hangs over my head. I quietly move a few meters to the right and quietly curse the idiot who designed this station like this. What a jerk. Open air vents over the head of the person entering the elevator. Absurd. It was as if someone, perhaps some superior, malignant intelligence, wanted everything to be just right for a huge dark, lithe monster moving freely around the station. The elevator door opens. I don't rush inside because I don't trust anything. I don't need a fucking monster to greet me from the inside. But my heart drops in my heels when I hear the sounds of familiar movement in the vents above me. I must make my choice now. Either anticipate the monster and get into the elevator, risk is considerable because it can grab me from above, or continue to hide nearby in the open, even greater risk that I will have to use a flamethrower, which doesn't seem like a perfect solution to all my life problems like several hours ago. I decide to risk first option. With quick, easy steps, I enter the elevator without thinking. Still, I try to be safe as possible, and I go into a half squat. Still alive. One more step and I press the button to go to the second part of the Sevastopol station. The door closes painfully slowly and a deafening hiss full of rage and hatred is heard. No, I'm not safe at all, not even in the elevator. The creature jumps to its feet with a thud and turns towards my departing elevator. It's huge, impossibly agile and hellishly elegant. The disgustingly elongated shiny head without eyes turns to me. The creature hisses, salivates, and spreads its double jaws, and I have the eerie impression that it is smiling. But is that really possible? Isn't the creature too monstrous to smile or laugh? Maybe not, because it's always surprising when it's least expected. Really, you bastard? You will laugh when I engulf you with a stream of pure, relentless fire.
Amanda, are you okay?
Someone addresses me and I take a deep breath. I fell again in one of those bad, gloomy dreams. Suen, my spiritual and physical rehabilitator, hired by the WY Corporation after my rescue, smiles warmly at me and waits for my response. I'm sorry, I fell asleep. These meditations do not work on me as you imagined.
But somehow they work.
She smiles mysteriously.
You should have reached the state of sleep, but not enter it. You claim to have dreamed. Were these dreams or memories?
Memories, but a little mixed up, I answered and barely restrained myself from shivering and looking up. In my new house, a gift from WY, of course, because every fucking part of my life seems to revolve around them, there aren't huge air vents anywhere. That was my only condition.
I assume you remembered a traumatic memory?
Suen super politely asks me. Yes, those are all I have left, I answer reluctantly. Suen was silent for a moment until I relaxed. We did yoga and I felt better. On leaving, she said,
Amanda, I can't even imagine what you got through, but I know one thing. You fought to the end, without stopping and without giving up. That must mean something. Just like your mother fought. Remember her. She would be proud of you because she would do the same. I mean, she did the same.
Thank you, Suen. Really. See you next Tuesday. She left and I was left alone. emotionally drained, but more energetic, spiritually strengthened. Indescribable progress from the state I was in when I was found drifting in space, in the orbit of a gas giant. Fractured, emotionally scarred, but not completely broken. Even then, I somehow knew that after such an inhuman experience, I would embark on an exploration of my own spirituality, which I had never before considered anything more than trivialities for fools. I mean astrology, meditation and stuff like that. Suddenly it seems more interesting to me than ever before. What can I say? I guess meeting death itself in the form of a nightmare beast either kills us or changes us forever. I look in the mirror and watch myself. I am very feminine, attractive, and at first glance so hot and sexy. And all that makes me think of my mother. She must have looked like that on board the Nostromo when they set out on their final trip, to the moon designated LV-426 in the Zeta Reticuli system, which is 39 light-years away from our solar system. Sue-Ann was right. My mother was a fighter, just like me. That must mean something. Something more, I think, than mere survival. And it's not exactly true what I said to Sue-Ann, that only ugly memories remain. I have fond memories of life before going to that damn station. Silly that, every memory before Sevastopol seems to me like the most beautiful blissful experience a human being can wish for. In the end, though, I find the horrors I experienced worthwhile. I discovered that my mother Ellen Ripley was alive and I promised myself I would find her. I'm smiling. The time has come for the first step of my plan. Tomorrow, I decide. Wayland-Yutani Corporation will be delighted. I will finally agree to their offer regarding my employment, which they have been offering me for several months now. Win-win situation for everybody, right?